Hey guys, welcome back to the Network Podcast where we go all the way in. Today I got a special guest coming through. Shout out to my brother KATA, Catalyst. Met him up in Wave Warz on X, and now he's coming on to the Network Podcast to talk about music, himself, artists, all type of stuff we gonna get into. Yo, KATA, I'll see you soon, man. Let's go.
Tricky when you poppin', best be ready for it. Liberal on his head from all that plain shit I'm already knowing. Taz looked over, try to give me the signal, but I'm already blowing. Niggas on, before they lay me down, I give them a good showing, nigga. Whips and chains, nigga, had 19, my name was bigger. I had your bitch throwing for eyes, but claimed she wasn't a gold digger. 40,000 sitting while you was playing the man, nigga. Driving state to state while you was sitting on your hands, nigga. I take them rides by myself, Dutch and right, will and left. Climate change drives, go for sweating bullets to seeing breath. I remember that night, caught between two big risks, scared to death. Told Miss Puff I floor, close my eyes and then I hit the jet. They think crashing all I do, bitch, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm the coldest, yeah, but think you colder, then go place a bet. Do your worst, nigga, I'ma yawn to slam your ass with that. I'ma look you in your eyes, make sure you feel it in your chest. If I don't do nothing, I'ma crash. I'ma move a couple bags, and on the highway, it's 100 on the dash. I told my team to buckle up, cause life is coming at us fast. My only map, my feelings and trauma, I'm trying to make it last.
Welcome back to the fucking network. KATA out here going crazy. I love music artist interviews. I ain't even going front with y'all. I love me a good artist music interview, especially on the network. The network always goes insane, and we always bringing up specialized guests. I know, we've been talking about this Wave Warz, this Gender Warz collab, and it's gonna be insane. But right now, I got my brother KATA, aka Catalyst. He just pulled up. Hey, brother, thank you for coming to the Network Podcast. Can you please introduce yourself, man? Thanks for pulling up, bro.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you, Zach, for having me. I'm Catalyst from Delaware, 26. I really don't know how to do this, but
come on, man. It's your first time up here. We're going to break them in the network, man. Listen, when did you first start music, man? My brother's a music artist. So when did you first start music, man? Talk to me.
If I could answer that question directly, it'd be my dad made me make my first CD at like 6. It was a bunch of gibberish, but that's the first one if we want to be technical. But I didn't really start taking it serious until I was 16. My cousin was always rapping, making his own beats, mixing himself, and I was always with him. I was always, whether I was at his house or whether he was at my house. My dad said we been together since diapers. Like his dad, my dad, and me and my cousin in the back seat, in car seats. So we've always had like this bond. So when he started rapping, he got me wanting to start rapping, and that's how that all started.
Nah, that's fire, KATA. Now let's get into some more questions. Now, do you remember your first song, and what was the experience of that? Can you give us a little background about that, bro? Your first song and the experience of recording that? Over to you.
My first song, in general, or like when I started taking it serious?
When you first started taking it serious, and we can hit both ends too. So both.
The first song when I started taking it serious, that was my KATA flow. It was a lot of anger in that, like because I felt like abandoned. I felt led astray. I felt left for dead. I felt like, but at the same time, I also felt like I needed to save myself at this point. And like when I speak, I feel like nobody hears me. Like I feel like nobody hears me. I feel like everybody. I feel like one thing I was always told, but I'm starting to see it from a different light. Like my dad used to be like, "Yo, so everybody's stupid but you, huh?" At like making me feel like I was the little guy. Like I didn't know what was going on. And I was very conscious at 13, 14. Like I was really thinking about a lot at 13, 14. So like when I made that song, it was the emotion behind it was like y'all didn't have to do what y'all did. Like it was to my family, but it was also to this guy in Job Corps. For lack of better, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm saying it anyway. We was making money of Job Corps. Like if you know, we was making money of Job Corps, and the person that is bringing the stuff that we was making money with snitched on me. Like how does I'm just gonna say it. How does the plug snitch on Snitch on you.
Shit.
How does the so I made this song. I remember I made this song and I let like 5 people hear it. And they was like, yo, who is this about? I said, oh, y'all gonna find out. Y'all gonna find out. I'm gonna show y'all. I made this song and I played the song for the person. I played it for him 3 times. And his thing was, all right, so what part's about me? Nigga, the whole song. See, that's what I mean by I feel like when I speak, nobody hears me. Because I'm literally telling you about yourself and you are not, and you are just like, I hate that. I hate that. It's like you could tell somebody like, yo, you are the reason for this. And they'd be like, how?
That's true,
Like,
KATA.
I don't like people. One thing I hate is unaccountable people. Unaccountable. You know what you did. You know why you did it. But you want to lie to me like you did it on accident.
Exactly.
Or it wasn't supposed to happen. That song, it pissed me off. I never played it. I don't think I've ever sent it. But I'm gonna definitely let you hear that. I'm gonna definitely let you hear that one day. You'll definitely.
I can't wait to hear that, KATA. And that dives me into my next question, my brother. Is how would you describe your sound and the way your style is of music? How would you describe that? Over to you, brother.
My sound is very aggressive because I'm mad, bro. I'm pissed off. I'm very pissed. Like it's one of those like I would have did anything for you if you asked. Why did you have to play these games to get me to do shit that I would have did for like yo motherfucking like one thing and I'll never let this go. I can never let this go. My dad said, yo, when you turn 16, pass driver's ed, we're gonna get you a car. Nigga, I passed driver's ed and had my blue slip for months after that. Nigga, I got my first car at 19 by myself. I went and did the driver's test, bought the car, all that. Nigga, like I had to save myself. Like I realized I was 16 when I got that blue slip. 16 when I passed driver's ed. Why am I 19 doing this shit all over again and getting my own car? And then his excuse was I was at my mom's house all summer. Yo.
Hey, KATA.
Hello?
Yeah, KATA. My bad. Would you rather record music or perform it live? Over to you, brother.
So I would love to perform. I think recording music is cool. But like that, I think people want to see you. Like that's the time now. Like everybody wants to see you. And not only that, people want to go out and have a good time. You can perform and provide that for people. Recording is cool. I love recording, performing, and I'm not the greatest performer. I've only had 4 performances, and I still feel like I need work. But that performing energy was something different than just releasing a song and having people listen to it.
Definitely a different energy. Definitely. Now, who are your biggest musical influences, KATA? Over to you, man. Let's talk about it.
My biggest musical influences, I'm going to tell you, no lie. When I started this shit, it was 3 people I was listening to because content-wise, they're either saying the shit I'm going through, they're saying shit I like. Their ability to rap is better than a lot. My top 3, as crazy as it sounds, ESTG, he is my number 1. He is my number 1 like influence. Actually he's number 2. I'm gonna tell y'all number 1 in a second. He's number 2. Number 3 actually was Mana Leo. I love her. I love her music, the way she talks, the way she get that shit off. I love it. It's aggressive for a woman and she's talking that shit and I believe her. My number 1 is my favorite rapper of all time. Like nobody will probably ever be able to change this. except for like myself. But nobody. Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is my favorite. That's why, like, if you listen to my music, I'm liable to say anything. You listen to my music, I'm liable to say anything because he said whatever he wanted, and y'all loved it.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact, KATA. I got KATA in here on the interview. He's going absolutely insane, especially on the questions. Now, KATA, I got another one for you. Now, what's the hardest part about being an artist? What's the hardest part about being an artist? Over to you.
For me, the hardest part about being an artist is wanting people to support you. That's not like the people, your friends, your day ones, your family. You like, yo, this is like y'all, like it's to the point where I no longer need validation from people. Like I know I'm hot. And I know I got it. But the people, it's like I'm not doing enough or I'm not good enough. And they like people hear this music and they like, yo, what is going on? I'm like, yo, I just don't have nobody behind me. Not even my family. And this is a music family. Like I don't have anybody behind by myself and I don't know what I'm doing. And also having to trust someone. Having to trust someone is probably the hardest part when dealing in a life of disappointment and being led astray and being used. It's very hard to trust people. It's very hard to think somebody else has your best interest at heart. It's very hard to think somebody is not just trying to make money off you. It's rare that somebody is trying to make money off you and put money in your pocket and put you in a light. That's very rare. That's very rare. It's people. I've talked to artists that have been fucked over. Female artists at that, so it's worse. So it just looks worse to me. But I mean, worse to me. But it's like I've heard war stories. And it puts a bad taste in my mouth. I'm baby stepping through everything, walking through everything like I'm on eggshell. And it's like the only map I got is God and trauma.
Nah, that's a fact, KATA. Now, KATA, what's your advice to some new artists that's coming up right now? That's my last question for you, brother. And let's get it popping. What's your advice for some new artists? Let's go.
My advice to new artists: really study the greats. Like, study the greats. A lot of people are just out here winging it. And thinking they are like that. And that's kind of like, and that's kind of hindering. Like, I met a guy in Job Corps and he really thought he was that. And then I put a song on and he looked in my eyes like, he looked in my eyes like, oh, I'm like that was cool and all, but like it just sounded like a whole. It just didn't sound like he had any confidence in himself. There you go. Have more confidence in yourself. Have more. It's a lot of people. I talk to people and I be like I know an artist. I know a drawer, and they did something for me for AI, and it was like, I think somebody else could do this better. I was like, yo, that's your problem. But that's your problem. Stop hindering yourself. Stop thinking you're not. Stop, like, you can do whatever you put your mind to. You can put whatever you put your mind to. If I thought like that, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I had the people talking about well, that's not making no money right now. That's not realistic. That's just dreams. I've had my family talk to me like that. But if I would have thought like that, I would have never been where. I don't live with them, and nor do I need them. And that's not to shit on nobody's family. Love your family, especially if you got a good one. That's not to shit on nobody's family. Love your family. I love my family. They just didn't know how to handle me properly for what I wanted to do. I had goals. I wanted to be in the army. I'm in the army. I wanted to be I wanted to be on esports, playing video games professionally. They didn't support that. I wanted to play football. They didn't support that. Only time I got support is when I joined the army and had that back. Man, don't wait for you to have that. Do not wait. Do not wait just because somebody else doesn't believe in you. If you believe in yourself, and do that shit.